going on the Tiki Talk?
Hi, happy Tuesday, everybody. We got some good stuff going on today. All right, we're about to go live on all the platforms. And look at that.
Yes,
we're making it work.
Yes. Oh, look how we need to get in here.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Ooh, let me get real close to Valorie. We're so close. All right, guys.
Yeah, because on Instagram we have to be over here, and then on Tiki Talk we have to be over here.
Right.
We probably shouldn't say those words.
Yes, we didn't say any of those words. Hi, everybody. What's up? We are live with Actors Fast Track, me and Valorie. We are talking about some great stuff today. And today we're talking about getting the acting career that you want. And yes, it's possible. It's very possible with Actors Fast Track.
Listen, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It not only is it possible, it is guaranteed.
100%.
And I know no one's ever told you that. People tell you it's the hardest thing you can do. It's all about luck. You don't have any control. And in fact, the truth is that if you get in line and stay in line, you will get picked.
If you just focus on your lane and what you want, trust me, you're going to get results because of the fact no one else is doing that the way that we're doing that here. But in any other business, if you wanted something, you would be hungry and go after it. It's the same thing with your acting business, guys. And I'm telling you, as someone who's been using this now for over 10 years and have had amazing results. But yeah, so everyone over on the Tiki Talkie and everyone over on the Gram, hi, welcome. We are live today on our StreamYard. So do me a favor if you want to join us, because we're going to have a very special giveaway today. I think we have 2 giveaways today. We are going to offer that if you join us on our amazing live. So go check out actorsfasttrack.com /live show
/ live show.
I couldn't forget my brain just went crazy. Anyway, guys, so we're gonna have a giveaway. We're gonna have some one-on-one time with Valorie. Valorie, where did they get in the giveaway?
Okay, so we are giving away 1 hour session with me. This is like $497 normally. And what we're gonna do in that hour is this. We are going to begin to distinguish what is your brand. We're going to go through our brand. We have a 10 days to booking brand that we do, and we are going to go through that brand, and we are going to, help you get branded, and then we're going to help you build your first pitch. Right. So whether it's a pitch for a casting director, a director, producer, and writer, or whether it's a pitch for an agent, we're going to help you build that pitch in that 1 minute. So you're going to get branding work with our 10 days to booking brand. And pitch building, one-on-one time with me.
Yeah. So guys, speaking of pitching, so for those that don't know, we are going to have our amazing Pitch Fest in just, I think it's less than 2 weeks now, right? I think
it's a week from Sunday, our Pitch Fest.
Which is awesome because our actors that sign up get to pitch to agents. We have agents worldwide. So we have East Coast, we have West Coast. We also have overseas. So all of our European clients or any actors in the States that want to go work overseas, we have lots of opportunities for everybody, but it's your chance to sign up today. Today's the last day with Valorie on live right now. So make sure that you sign up because she's going to walk all actors through a 5-day challenge leading up to the Pitch Fest. So if you sign up for $47 today, not only will you be able to get to pitch to agents, you'll be able to do a 5-day challenge where not only you're going to make your pitch, you're going to get to pitch with Valorie and rehearse it, perfect it, and be prepared for the events. And then after the event, the following day, you're going to get the chance to follow up with all the agents because you're going to get their information. So it's a full life cycle on getting you representation.
Yeah. So this is my 14th year of doing the Pitch Fest. Hi, guys. This is my 14th year of doing the Pitch Fest. And, it's an opportunity for you to do a 1-minute pitch virtually in front of agents. We have an international room, including Emily Blunt's agency. We have an international room. We have a East Coast room of America, which also includes Atlanta. And we have a West Coast room, which also includes a great agent out of Utah. So we have really, really good agents. And like Jordan said, we are going to do a challenge leading up to it. We're doing a challenge leading up to it, 5 days where I'm going to help you build that pitch. And then you're going to pitch You're going to have to spend all day with me on Sunday, July 26th. I'm going to teach you how to be in a relationship with agents, what to do if you get an agent meeting from the Pitch Fest, how to talk to your agent, how to hire an agent, how to keep or fire your agent, right? All of the things, we're going to talk about all of those things. And then the next day you are going to get a, oh, I have to go down here to comment so I see what's happening. There we go. We have to go. Hi, Austin. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you've enjoyed the live show. So we're going to, the next day, we're going to send you everyone's email. Every agent that attends the agent, right? Every agent. Okay.
So yeah, and just speaking of different agents, why it's important, regardless of where you are in the States or where you are around the world, guys, what's important about having different agents or reps in different areas is because they're going to submit you locally. So everyone who's interested, for example, in getting into Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone universe, having an agent in Utah is very, very important because they will pitch you right there because that's where everything is. So it's not just, New York and LA anymore. We have Utah, we have Atlanta, we have, Florida, we have California,
we have the UK, we have Europe,
mm-hmm.
right? We our clients in Europe are working all the time. I mean, in the UK, we have a great manager that's coming that's British but lives in, of all places, Alabama, but he has one of my clients who's American that lives in Austria. And, he just booked FBI. So people are booking.
People are booking. So guys, I think the best thing about today is that this is your chance to get the Pitch Fest ticket for $47. Everyone over here on TikTok, the link is in her bio. Everyone on the gram, link is in her bio. Go check it out. Get the ticket today. And you'll be able to still not only pitch to representation because we're running out of slots, but also you're going to get the chance to be a part of the 5-day challenge. I think it's really important because we were just talking about the fact that the giveaway is one-on-one time with Valorie to build your brand and also learn how to pitch. But there's two types of pitches. There's pitches for your representation, which are your salespeople. And there's pitches for your buyers, which are casting directors, producers, and the pitch can be different and modified. So you're going to learn how to really go after those people you want to work with. And getting started with the summer pitch is a great way to get involved with that Fast Track.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a great deal, $47 for all that. Try to find a casting workshop where you get to pitch to agents for $47
and get their contact information.
You're not going to get it.
No.
So, join us and it will sell out. It always does. Because there's only so many actors I can put in each room to pitch for these agents that are doing their amazing, going to be there with me. And if you're over here and you want to be eligible to win our $497 package with me, which is a 1-hour session with me where I go through your brand. I help you get really clear about what you're selling. And we are also going to talk about building a pitch for you. So if you're coming to the Pitch Fest, we can use that hour if you win, but you need to be over here on StreamYard. You need to be over here on the streaming if you want to be eligible to win the $500 package.
Which again is actorsfasttrack.com/live show, right? So guys, I think the best thing to do right now, why don't we open up questions? So guys, we are open on all devices right now. Let us know if you have any questions specifically. If you're trying to really launch your acting career or you're in the middle of your acting career, you want to rejuvenate it or change, this is a great time to ask questions because Valerie's not going to be in the next live. So she's going to be focused on the Pitch Fest. I think what's most important is, we talked about brand. So for everyone out there, if you know your acting brand or what you think your acting brand is, definitely comment below. We'd love to hear it. And I think what we should talk about is why is branding important as an actor? Oh, look, loved you in the Hannah Montana movie, Val. You stole the show in the opening scene. How did you pitch yourself for that? That's a great question.
I did not pitch myself for that. That was through my agent. I have many pitch stories and I have many client pitch stories that are successful. I have one client, Austin, that hired me in 2017. She's been at it for 9 years. She's auditioned for Wicked, Barbie, and she's never auditioned for a co-star or a guest star, only series leads and big roles in movies. It's like, she went into the casino and went to the $250,000 blackjack table. The rest of us go to the penny slots. So she's been pitching herself for 9 years, you guys, without an agent.
Yep. Because you don't need an agent, but we let you at Pitch Fest if you want an agent.
Yeah. We let you, Hi, Smack. Good to see you.
Thank you for liking the live, everybody over here
Yeah.
on the Gram and on TikTok. Yeah, guys. So we are going to answer any questions. If your questions, don't be shy. But yeah, Austin, there's a lot of different pitch stories, but I think it's not just about pitching yourself via email or pitching yourself in video. I think that, Val, she pitched herself by, getting in the room. I mean, you got yourself in the room for Nickelodeon.
I'm getting ready to pitch myself for Sean Penn's new movie. Mm-hmm. We were just discussing that before we got on here. So I pitched myself the other day for Landman, Taylor Sheridan's show, with starring Billy Bob Thornton. And I pitched myself because I've worked with Billy Bob Thornton, Ali Lauder, the main executive producer and director of the show. Like, I've worked with all these people in the show. And I'm from Kansas. It only makes sense.
Makes sense. It makes
absolute sense. On that show.
So, guys, if you want to know how we pitch, self-promotion used to be so taboo. Is casting more receptive to that these days? That's a great question. So our question on the Tiki-Taki right now is from Smack Lewis. Thank you so much. Self-promotion used to be so taboo. Is casting more receptive to that these days?
Okay, first of all, it was never taboo. That was just some false information that was given to you. It was never taboo. From the very beginning, actors have been breaking the rules and pitching themselves from the very beginning. Margot Robbie called the same casting office every day for 3 months until someone put her through, and then she pitched herself and she got the job. Val Kilmer pitched himself for every movie. You should go watch his documentary on Amazon. It's his own footage that created the documentary. And he pitched himself even for The Doors, which we all knew he was going to play Jim Morrison because he looked just like him. Yep. But he pitched himself for that movie. So people have been pitching themselves since the dawn of time. That I think that this is the bull that we have to cut through.
Yes.
That, people tell us you're not supposed to do that. I'm sorry I've been doing this for 42 years. I've been a working actress for 42 years. I have a ton of credits. Right. And the thing is, like, from the very beginning, that from 42 years, they've been telling me you're not supposed to do that. And for 42 years, I've been asking them for the rule book. Guess what, y'all? Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. And I think what's important to mention is we always hear about the bad stories. We never hear about the successes, but every single person you see that's successful right now more than once probably pitched themselves.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's not just pitching yourself to casting directors, guys. There's so many other people that are the decision makers behind the projects. And if you're looking for representation, there's so many different ways to go about doing it aside from just waiting for the reps to build your career. You can build your career and then find a representation that's good for you.
If you're just waiting for a rep to build your career, that's not right. Don't do that.
That's the first thing you should learn from
now.
Today.
I mean, I think Smack's a big voiceover actor. I'm pretty sure that's you, right? But so with voiceover and commercial, you've got to. I'll talk to you in a minute, Demetra. But like with voiceover and commercial, it is really good to have an agent. You need an agent for those things because it's a very quick business, and that's it. But for theatrical. No, you don't need it. In fact, what I would recommend these days is you pitch and you get your career going before you even ever look for an agent.
Because you should understand what your career is, because then when you find someone that's going to sell you, which is what these reps are supposed to do, you're going to know, they're going to know, and they're just going to fight for you harder. And if you don't know what your career is or know where you're going, they're not going to represent something that doesn't even exist, because no one's found you. So you got to find yourself first, and you can pitch yourself. Yeah.
And I want to say, Austin said, I feel like no one is going to hire someone they don't know. So the pitch gets them to know you.
Yes,
exactly.
Listen,
the only reason you're not working as an actor is not because you're not talented or you're too fat or you're too old or anything like that. It's because no one knows who you are.
Yep.
That's it.
And now with social media, there's so many ways for people to get to know you, but there's also ways to build relationships, networking, film festivals, different projects. If you've worked a project, befriend everyone that was on the project, guys, because they're always looking for more people and they think of you for future projects. It's not just about the one project, it's about all the projects after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Demetra, and what's the right way to do that? Great question. The one thing I'm going to say to you is, if you I'm going to give you an example, Demetra. If you made the best chocolate chip cookies in the world and you decided that you were going to go sell them, you wouldn't go out to the street and go, I just started making these cookies and I don't know if they're that good. And I might need to go back to cooking school to learn a little bit more. And That's how actors show up selling themselves, right? You can't do that. You have to show up with the confidence that you know it's a matter of time before you're a working actor, right? So that's the number one, confidence. Even if it's made up and your heart is pounding out of your chest, you got to show up with that reassurance that you know what you have is worth money.
Yes.
Right. That's the first thing. And the second thing is just be respectful and you know, when you're doing a pitch, say for you're pitching for a project, you want to state a hypothesis, just like we learned in science class, and then prove it, right? I belong on your show. This is why, right? And why could be your special skills, your previous credits, the kinds of characters you tend to play, right? A branding statement. Those are kind of things for customers, because customers all have one thing in common. They are all involved in telling a story. Yes. Producing, directing, writing, or casting it, and we act out the stories, right? So everyone's involved in storytelling. So when you're pitching to a customer, all you got to do is just tell them how you fit into the stories that they're telling, right? Now, if there's connections, like I just pitched Landman. So I was like, hey, I belong on your show, and this is why. I've worked with everyone in your cast, right? They know me. Your main director, Stephen K, and I know each other for like 40 years, right? And also I'm from Kansas, and I've known a lot. And then I went into my Texas accent, and I know a lot of old men. I know a lot of rich old people, right? And so I went into that when I was pitching myself, right? And I sent it off to casting.
Yep. I think a good point about that Valerie just made, and there's a really interesting question on over here. I definitely want to answer it. But you know, a good way to think about it is you see how you fit in that world. That's the best way. And branding helps show people how you fit in the world you're pitching for. Like I was really pitching hardcore to be in Harry Potter. I got really close. I became friends with the executive producers. They know who I were. They forwarded my stuff to casting. I mean, I'm not really interested in it now, but I got very, very, very close. Now I think this question that just came up on TikTok is very interesting, because I think it's going to also break down a myth for a lot of actors out here, specifically those that are concerned about AI. So over here, we had a question about the fact that someone's a filmmaker and they are making a project with AI actors. Isn't that the new way now? And the reality is no. Okay. Because the fact is AI will never replace art and performance. But I think that the reality is that you need actors. You still need actors. And it's not just because it may be cheaper or whatever, it's not always. You're not going to get the best product. You're not going to get a real product. And I think there's so much beyond that. So all actors out there that are worried that AI is going to take your jobs, that's not the case. AI is going to take everybody else's jobs.
Yeah, it's going to take everyone else's job before it takes your job.
Yeah.
And if you don't remember when they started putting all the influencers that weren't actors, when they started putting all the influencers in movies, that did not go well.
No, it tanked everything. And now, so it's another thing. You guys don't need a following. You don't need a huge social media following to be successful as an actor. You just need to know your brand and find a way to present yourself in your brand. And that's the same with an agent, but it's a very different type of pitch. So if you are looking for representation, comment me below. Oh, wait, we have some great questions. Dimitra, you cannot relate emotionally with an AI. That's very true. Austin says, how do you deal with your friends booking your dream role?
That's a good question.
The rage. No.
Okay, I got to tell you a little story.
Let's do it.
So I went to acting school with Ann Dowd, right? Aunt Lydia in Handmaid's Tale and Testaments, right? I went to acting school with Ann Dowd. She was 3 years ahead of me in acting school. And I had an audition once for True Detective, the first season. And it was one of the best auditions I ever had. Like Junie Lowry Johnson, the casting director, was like, oh my God, Valerie, that was so good. I thought I was getting it. And then Ann Dowd got it. So that was interesting because I was like, well, she was 3 years ahead of me in acting school. That's how I justified it. It made me feel better that, you know, and it's true. It's like, you know, Dale Dickey got nominated for an Emmy for the show on the River Show, the show on Apple, that Matthew Rice and that show. Yeah, Dale Dickey got nominated. I've known Dale Dickey forever. I've gone up against Dale Dickey forever. And so good for her. I mean, I think you get to a point where that jealousy that you have in the beginning of your career, because you begin to realize that there is no other you.
Yes. And if you're getting in the room, guys, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So I think if your friends are booking your dream roles and you're not going after those roles or not actively trying to audition for those roles, then that's on you. But if you're getting in the room for those roles and a friend of yours booked it, I mean, I would just be happy because at least you know you're going out for the things that you want and people are responding to you the way you want them to respond to you.
Exactly.
Which is a whole thing about branding, which is why I think it's really important for everyone to come to Pitch Fest and learn how to brand themselves and pitch themselves to reps. If you are looking for representation, guys, comment me below so we can start talking about how you can pitch yourself to get representation and the good, the bad, and the ugly of getting representation.
Yeah. So if you
looking for
representation, if you need an agent, we have a perfect
we have an event. We have an event of gloriousness, guys. We have the Actors Fast Track Pitch Fest happening on July 26th. We are going to have like agents. How many agents are we having in total?
There's going to be 12 agents.
12 agents from around the world, not just the States, from around the world. And they're going to be there and you get to pick which room you're going to pitch in. And regardless of which room you pitch in, guys, not only are you going to get to pitch to the reps, but the day after the event, you're going to get everyone's contact information. So anyone that you might have missed that you wanted to connect with that might have been in a different room, you'll get the chance to, we have someone that said something. You'll get the chance to follow up with them with your pitch, which hopefully you worked on in the 5-day challenge, guys.
Yeah. Alexis, we have a Canadian agent that's going to be there and we have fantastic, we have definitely one Canadian agent that's going to be there. And we have a really interesting British manager who also represents Americans and probably would do Canada as well. So he's going to be there. I think that would be good for you. I also have a manager out of New York that reps a few of my clients in London. So I think that would be good for you too. Hi, Angel. Look at Angel Harper.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, we got another good agent question. Doriana says, what agencies are the agents from?
Okay.
Let's talk about the international ones because I think that'd be really interesting. So if you are trying to work overseas, I think what's great is that we have Emily Blunt's agent is going to be there.
Okay. I don't remember all their names. So that's but I will go there. Okay. It's Warden Talent from Canada. It's Union Management. Harder Allen is a great agency in London.
Huge agency in London.
Yeah. He's an American agent that opened an agency in London. He represents a couple. The Artist Partnership, that's huge. That's Emily Blunt's agent. They're going to be there. We have Gotham Talent Agency. We have Little Angels. Don't let the name confuse you because she represents people. BE Artist. We have Smith Young out of Atlanta, great agency. We have House of Representatives out of LA, fantastic agency. We have
Citizen Skull.
Yeah, we have Citizen Skull out of LA, great agency. We have Firestarter, really, really good. They do a good job. We have Star Talent Studio in Utah. But I have 2 people with them and they work all the time, man.
Yeah, because guys, Utah is where, if you're trying to get, like I said, if you're trying to get into the Taylor Sheridan universe, Taylor Sheridan likes to live his world in Utah. So if you get an agent in Utah, they can put you locally. That's how that's how George Gallagher got involved with 1923. He had an agent that was in Utah and they pitched him locally.
He probably was with Stars.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they're the really good ones in Utah. So we're excited that they're coming because they're quite good. These regional agencies, are amazing. A lot of them are more strong. What's her name in New Mexico? I can't think of her name right now, but she is, that chick is one of the most powerful. There's an agent in New Orleans. There's also an agency in New Mexico and Texas that are some of the most powerful agents now in mid-level agencies in the industry.
And I think a good point about that, guys, is that they're filming everywhere now. So that's why it's good to get involved with regional agents as well as the big names in the big cities. But Austin just made a really good point. He said, that's a great deal. Most in LA were $100 in person for only 3 reps there. Yeah. that's why, guys, I think it's really important for those that don't know, everyone joining us on all of our platforms. We have Pitch Fest coming up on July 26th. And today's the last day. Valerie's going to be here answering questions about reps because she's going to do the 5-day challenge with every actor that signs up for Pitch Fest. It's $47 today. It's normally, I think, $97, right?
Yeah.
And you get access to 12 agents from all around the world, the top agencies in New York, LA, Canada, all over the place, London. And I think what's great is that you're going to learn in the pitch challenge leading up to it. You get 5 days taught by Valorie.
Where I'm going to help you build that 1-minute pitch. So I'll help you build your 1-minute pitch. And all of this is only $47.
Yeah.
So
for everyone here today. So guys, it's only for everyone here today. You get it for $47. And not only that, it's pretty much you get a whole free 5-day workshop with Valorie, and you're going to get to rehearse your pitch, perfect your pitch, so you don't feel like you're lost when you pitch those agents on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. And on top of Sunday, July 26th, not just pitching, you're going to be there all day with me. I'm going to teach you how to be in an agent relationship, what to do when they ask you that dreaded question. Do you have any questions? After you have an agent interview, you're like, do they have any questions? And you're like, I'm going to tell you what questions you should have, right? I'm going to help you prepare so you don't get in this situation, which you always get in. Listen, all of you, I have these people that have been talking about hiring me for years. And then every year on social media, they go, I got an agent. Everyone's like, congratulations. And then a year goes by, nothing. And then the next year, I got an agent. It's like you're repeating the same mistake, expecting different results, right? But what if you were able to get an agent that you could be in a long-term relationship with, like I'm with Buchwald, like I'm with Avalon. Those are my agents. Buchwald's been my agent for 30 years. Sorry, didn't mean to cut us.
Sleep.
30 years. My agent has been my agent, Buchwald. And if you don't know who they are, they're huge. They've been my agents for 30 years, right? Right. I want you guys to have long-term relationships of people that make you money and get you in the room.
Yep. My manager, I've been with for, I think, like 12 years now, and he knows how to pitch me. I talk to him actively about my acting career. I tell him the kind of roles I'm looking for, and he's honest with me and he helps me out. We build my career together, and I ask him if he needs anything to help make the pitch easier for him to pitch me. So building a relationship is important, guys. These are not like scary people. They're people that you're relying on to help amplify your career, not the only people pitching you, because you should be pitching yourself and putting yourself out there in front of more people. The more people that know you, that you build relationships with, you can go back to your reps and they will continue to nurture that relationship for you. Yeah.
You know, if you, listen, I've had 24 agents in my career. And 2 of them have been really amazing, really amazing. And what I mean by really amazing is I had this agent once who stopped being an agent to become a therapist, of course. Yeah, she would do things like call me and say, I can't, these people don't want to see you. Can you run over there and take your headshot so they can see you in person? And, so her and I would work in tandem to sell me, because she understood that she was a commission-based salesperson. A lot of these agents, I mean, haven't you guys ever been in a store and there's like one line for the cashier and it's like 20 miles long and you're like, and I remember my dad used to say, are they in business to make money? A lot of agents aren't in business to do money. All right. And they should be, because that's what they are. They're commission-based salespeople. So, you need an agent that understands that. I like Daniel Hoff. Doriana asks, what's your thoughts on Daniel Hoff, commercial agent? I think they're great commercial agent. I think they're fine. Are you in New York or LA, Doriana? Are you in New York or LA? I don't know about them so much in New York. I mean, I know them from LA, but I know they're in New York now, but I don't really know too much about them, as far as what they're like. Yeah.
LA in Europe, she says.
Oh, LA in Europe. Oh, great. You're in Europe too? That is awesome. Man,
acting is global now, guys.
Listen, my clients in Europe are working more than any of my other clients.
Yep.
I have a client in Budapest that booked 4 days in the new Ron Howard movie, opposite Adam Driver, 3 days in 12/12/12 for Apple TV and another show. And then I helped her get a manager because she needed one. She got all that without. an agent. And Ron Howard told her she was talented.
Oh, that's something to put in your resume.
Yeah. When she worked with Adam Driver. So yeah, Europe is the place to be right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's the place. If you can be there. Do I have agents, contact with agents in Greece? No, I do not. But I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Most of my clients that are working in Europe have representation in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
That's, so yeah. But there is nothing wrong with getting an agent on the ground. There's a couple really good ones in Spain. That I have a bunch of clients in Spain. I have had clients in the past in Greece. I have clients in pretty much every country, but a lot in the UK and Austria and Georgia. Someone's on here from Georgia. Poland. Prague, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Budapest. There's so much work.
I think a good thing to point out as well, guys, is that overseas and in Europe, they are already used to working globally because their world is global anyway. In the United States, we're just understanding that now that there is possibilities to work globally. And a great way to really start that is not only pitching yourself out of the country, but also looking for reps that can help build those relationships for you on the ground. So guys, there's a lot of great questions that we have today. So keep commenting below. And if you have any questions specifically, like if you want to say where you're located, we can give you some advice. Doriana says, any thoughts on Mark German management?
I don't know much about him, so I can't give you thoughts. But one of the things I would recommend, Doriana, is I would go look them up on IMDb Pro, look at what their star meters are, look at their top 10 clients, see if their top 10 clients are below the number 50,000, right? And see what their clients are booking, right? Open up each client, see what they're booking. Mm-hmm. So you can when you see what they're booking, you can see who that agent has relationships with.
Yep.
Right. So you'll see that. And then you'll see, okay, all of these people booked Hijack, all these people. Oh, so they have a relationship. I don't know who cast it, but Sophie Holland. They have this agent has a relationship with Sophie Holland. Mm-hmm. Then you can really judge by their list, right? You can tell an agent by their list.
Yep. And I think that's a really great way to also say, why do you need an agent? And also how to work, how to discover what agent is right for you. And I think what Valorie just said is you guys got to do your research on these people that you want to work with.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Today, Michael Vincent Berry, who was a client, who's now top of show guest stars and producing his own film. He's signed with Bohemia Group with Susan Ferris. And he went through all the agents and managers and chose her because she was most suited for him because he had adopted kids. She had the same, they both smoked cigars. They both had tattoos. Their philosophy was very the same, and he researched her. Yep. So when he did the pitch video for her, you know what she said? That's the best freaking pitch video I'd ever seen in my entire life. And he only went for one manager and he got her.
Yeah, but he did the research to find out who was right for him. And I think that's the thing that we, as actors, we're always thinking oh, I'm just lucky to get the offer. I'm going to take the first person that says
do not do that. Don't
do that.
First of all, do never sign a document until you give it to an attorney and see, right? And also don't be crazy. Really do your research and say, this is the kind of agent I'd like to be with. I think this is best for me. I love that Doriana was I'm taking time making this decision. Great. You should be taking time making decision. What would you say when every time you get a new rep, they want new headshots? Okay. Here's the thing. It doesn't cost them anything to tell you to get new headshots, but it costs you. If you are really secure with your brand and know what you're selling and you believe in yourself and you feel good about your headshots, then you need to find an agent that sees what you see.
Exactly.
And if you don't find an agent that sees what you see, then maybe you're not seeing the right thing. But there was this great book, Kay Callan, who's in that show too, that I was just trying to think of the name of. But Kay Callan wrote this great book called The Agent Book, LA Agent Book, and New York Agent Book. And it's whatever, most of the agents that are quoted in there are dead now, but like the thing that I always remember from that book was they interviewed this big, I think it was Harry Abrams or someone like that. And he said, one time I had this girl walk in and I thought, oh my God, I hope she can act. I need this girl. And I asked her, she was plump, she was kind of like me. She was plump and round. And he was like, what roles do you see yourself playing? And she said, oh, Sharon Stone and Michelle Pfeiffer roles. And he goes, the minute she said that, I was like, I'm not going to be able to help you because you're never going to be happy with the auditions that I can get you. Yep. So if you cannot find, if an agent is telling you to get new headshots, first of all, why is the first question that would be out of my mouth. I know what I'm selling. These pictures are the best for that. I wouldn't sign with that agent if they didn't agree with me. I would never do that because
But I think a good point is that we talk about brand. And I think also talking about pitching, what can we talk about? I think the difference between pitching for a rep versus pitching for a buyer. So guys, we're talking about representation today because we still have a few tickets left for those that want to not only attend Pitch Fest, but want to pitch to reps to get representation. We have people from around the world right now going to be there. So all the East Coast, West Coast, Utah, Atlanta, New York, LA. We also have Canada. We have London. We have people all over the place, guys, at this Pitch Fest, and you're going to get everyone's contact information the day after the event. So if you guys want to learn more, go get the Summer Pitch Fest ticket. It's only $47 for a little bit longer, and you're going to get access to the 5-day challenge. But I think what's important to talk about is why do you need a pitch for a rep, and what's the difference between a pitch for a rep versus a pitch for a casting director or a director?
So a representative, an agent, is San Diego's in the house, yay! No, listen, Doriana, that is cheap. $47.
It's normally $97 for everybody else. So guys, if you want to get access to that $47 ticket, which is pretty much almost 50% off, guys, I would definitely get it. You can get access to it in the bio in both the Gram and TikTok, and also make sure you could also scan the QR code if you're here live on StreamYard.
Yeah. Okay. And if you're here live on StreamYard, we're giving away a free package, a $500 package. So come over here on StreamYard. It's actorsfasttrack.com/live show, right? Come over here and get on here so you can win the prize.
Yep, guys.
It's a branding session and a pitch session with me, 1 hour, actorsfasttrack.com/live show, or you can write, great. So the difference you asked between a pitch for agents and a pitch for your customers. And if you don't know who your customers are, they are casting directors, producers, and writers. Casting directors, producers, and writers. And actually producers and directors are generally the people that sign the check.
Yep.
So those are your most important customers, not casting directors, And also speaking of AI, that's one of the first jobs that'll get replaced is casting. Sorry.
Hi, actor from San Diego. Hi, Prince Ken Charming. Guys, we love having people all over the place. So if you want to let us know where you're from, comment below. We'll shout you out.
So a pitch for a customer is about how you fit into the stories they're telling. So if I'm pitching someone, I'm like, hey, like I pitched Landman. I'm perfect for your show, and this is why. I know everyone on your show. I've worked with everyone on your show, and I'm from Kansas, so I know a lot of old people. That's how they say it, old people in Texas, right? And I know a lot of those people, right? So I understand that world and those people, right? So that's how I would pitch to Landman to get. I'm going to pitch for Sean Penn's new movie about January 6th. We were just talking about that. I'm going to pitch to that, and I'm going to show him clips of me playing the types of characters that I imagine are going to be in a movie about January 6th, right? So I'm totally pitching him, right? Now, if I'm pitching an agent, what does an agent care about? A good agent. Money. Okay, so you need to tell them what you have that's worth money, right? So what do you have that's worth money? Your credits, who you know in the industry,
special skills.
Special skills, your brand. Those are things that an agent cares about. A producer doesn't really care about your credits, only if you have credits that can allow them to see who you are. right? Like if you have recognizable credits where you can go like me, and you can also in a video pitch that you put together and send someone, you can put in clips to demonstrate your product, right? You can put in clips to demonstrate your product. Hi, Malia. And so, yeah, that's, that's what you can do. Now, when you're at the live pitch fest, if you join us on Sunday, July 26th, you're going to be, in the live pitch fest, you're going to be live clearly in Zoom, right? And so you can't really add clips, but you're going to get everyone's, email address the day after. So I would recommend putting together a recorded pitch and sending it out.
Hi to be Alexis.
Yeah, Alexis, good. I'm glad you're at the starting point, but you should definitely
come to the pitch fest.
Come to the pitch fest, Alexis, because sometimes, like I have a girl that's starting, she's a client and she's at the very beginning. And she told me today she doesn't want to pitch, but she wants to come to the pitch fest so she can get, she can see what other actors are doing. There's going to be, a lot of actors to watch in each room and watch their pitch, and you can get a lot from that. So, it might help you just to come and just, be there, right? You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to learn a lot in the week before.
Definitely. And everybody that's on the gram and on TikTok, if you do want to try to also win that giveaway, we have 2 giveaways we're giving away. So the best thing to do is come on StreamYard. You can comment, ask your questions in here. And the more you're engaging in the comments, guys, trust me, that's who's probably going to get chosen. So to be Alexis, what I would definitely recommend doing is come joining us on StreamYard, put some questions in there, and maybe, who knows, you may be able to get access to something that will really help you moving forward.
Yeah. Because a lot of times we're, yes, it's actorsfasttrack.com/live show. If I can get, where's the comment settings allow? I know. Sorry, you guys, I'm really bad.
No, I think we're both really bad. What is happening? You know what? We're just going to reply to her.
Okay.
There you go. Wait, no. What is happening? Why is now it's not working for us?
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to try to type it in, but somehow it's not letting me. I don't know why, because we're stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you stupid, Jordan.
No, it's okay. I have my moments.
Actors, ORSFASTTRACK.com/live show. You can also just go to my website, actorsfasttrack.com, and hit the live show button at the top, and it'll take you there. Right? Come on over here and join us live, because I'm giving away a $500 session with me.
Yeah, you are.
A private 1-hour session.
Where you get branding, which is what you use to pitch to these great people. Now, Valorie just talks about the difference between pitching for a rep versus pitching for a buyer, guys. And I think what's important to mention is that she said when she was pitching to a buyer, she put herself in that world. And I think that that's the really important thing, at least for me, now that I've learned with you, right? Pitching your brand is a great way to show people, like, even if you don't have any credits, if you can show how you fit in their world, trust me, they're going to see it because you believe it. And that's what the pitch is for. You got to stand by your pitch, guys. But yeah, guys, remember, Pitch Fest is only in like a week from Sunday. So it's your chance to get representation if you're looking for representation, learn more about Actors Fast Track, and the ticket is literally less than if you got coffee every single day. So if you're someone that buys coffee every single day, it's cheaper than that.
It's $47. You'll never be able to do a pitch for that price. If like Austin said over here, if you sign up for one of those agent showcases in LA, they can run you upwards of $500, $600
for only a few agents. And this Pitch Fest, guys, you're going to get access to
12 agents and managers from all over the world.
Even if you're not in the room with those agents, you're still going to get the contact information so you can follow up with the people that you met and pitch the people that you didn't meet, which you never would get contact information, guys. So
and people get signed every year they weren't even in that room with that agent, but they sent them a pitch video, and the pitch. We had 21 people get signed last year.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we have agents that are coming that are looking for people. Mm-hmm. Right. Definitely. In fact, I had someone turn me down that was like, my books are closed. So
we have a great question from Demetra, and I saw you're in Greece, girl. That's amazing. So what if you don't have professional credits yet to create clips from? A show reel with scenes from workshops or self-tapes, does that work? That's a great question.
Oh, I still remember a pitch from like a year ago. He said he was like the cheaper Ryan Reynolds.
It's a great way.
Right. So if you don't have, oh, Doriana's here.
Hey, Doriana.
Hi, Doriana. In each room, there'll probably be about 50 in each room, maybe a little less.
Mhm.
Right. So, usually between 30 and 50 in each room.
But you get a guaranteed slot.
Yeah, you get a guaranteed
and
slot.
the moderator follows up with them at the end to see if they wanted to meet with anybody. So guys, it's a really great opportunity to be seen.
Oh yeah, they always contact me the next day and give me a list
Mhm.
of actors they want to meet.
Exactly.
Absolutely, every day,
And
every year.
And they don't experience this anywhere else. So.
No, they're blown away
Yeah.
every year. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah. And we also choose a winner. The agents choose a winner for each room.
Mhm.
Just like, and that's not based on anything. Sometimes it's the most entertaining. Sometimes it's someone with all these credits that they were impressed by, but it doesn't matter. We give prizes away too. We make it fun.
You're going to get so much out of that. And remember, guys, if you sign up for Pitch Fest, you are also going to get the 5-day challenge where you learn from Valorie for 5 days straight, writing your pitch, pitching your pitch, perfecting your pitch, and rehearsing your pitch. So you are prepared when you pitch to agents. You're not going in there lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, Demetra had a really great question. So first of all, Demetra, I
didn't get to answer.
Yeah,
Do you want me to answer this question? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What if you don't have professional credits yet to create clips from? What I would recommend is once you know your brand and what you're selling, I would go out and either write some scenes, and you could either shoot them as a real scene, like we do all have phones now. And so we can shoot our scenes. So you could shoot a scene, right? Or you could you could get an audition scene. So say, someone told you, oh, there was this great guest star on Law and Order 10 years ago. You could probably find the script for it or go watch it and, transcribe it. I can't think of words.
I'm with you.
You transcribe it and then shoot it as an audition scene.
Yeah, but guys, remember, you cannot post self-tapes on anywhere, especially if there's shows that haven't come out yet. But I would not use your self-tapes. Workshops are okay, but I also would just make sure that if you have someone like Valorie, that you can show those workshop stuff to, because sometimes those workshops can be biased. That's just my personal opinion. But what I will also say, Demetra, is I don't always have updated reel clips because it's chasing down. You would think I've been searching for gold, but sometimes trying to get these credit things from that I've done. But I love doing photo shoots of certain characters that I could utilize. Those go a long way. And if you just want to get something done, that's a great way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And also monologues, if you know a monologue that's really good for you, that's been out, maybe doing that and using that to show. But I think professional credits is such a lax term, because what's really a professional credit? It's a credit is a credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hi, Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Good to see you. Doriana.
Mm-hmm.
Doriana, what if your credits are mostly commercials? I aim to do more theatrical work. Okay, that is a great question. Here's the thing. Agents are about money.
Mm-hmm.
If you've already made money doing commercials, that makes you sexy.
Yes.
One of my clients got the best agent in LA, mid-level agent, by saying, I made $200,000 last year doing commercials. You want a piece of that? Right? She called immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So remember, if you've made money as an actor, that means you can make money in everything. Right? So, don't be boo-boo about your commercials at all. You're booking.
You're showing that you're bookable, and
you can make money.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing, is you're showing that you're bookable and that people want you. So going back to the pitches, if you're trying to get a representation and also that can also help you steer towards theatrical work, a great thing to say is, I'm bookable. I've made a lot of money here. I would like to build upon that to get more work. What can I be doing, or how can we do that together? And I think that's the most important thing. Going back to the money thing, that you can show that you can make money. Yeah. But yeah, Beverly Bremer says, hi from Atlanta. Hi, Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm in high five. High five, Beverly. Thank you so much. And we do have an Atlanta agent that's going to be at Pitch Fest, guys.
Yeah.
Demetra, thank you. You're welcome, girl. Austin has a great question. How long did it take for you to come up with your amazing pitch of the adorable bully and the ballsy broad who takes you to the fun house? So I think you got to talk about.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the whole story.
Let's do it.
All right, you guys. So in 1995, I wrote this sentence. I'm Valorie Hubbard. I'm the buoyant, ballsy broad who will take you through the fun house. Now, that is based on classic advertisement. Asset, benefit.
Mhm.
So if you see a car, you know, they're like, it has this kind of engine, leather interior, and it makes you feel sexy. So the assets are what it has. And then the benefit is like what it does for you or what it makes you feel like. So I wrote that sentence, buoyant, ballsy, broad, right? Which is what we teach you in the 10 days to booking brand,
Mhm.
right? So I wrote that in 95. Now, I know all of you have taken branding workshops before and maybe have a notebook in some desk somewhere and you don't know what to do with it.
Mhm.
So I did the same. I wrote this sentence and I didn't know what to do with it.
Mhm.
So I just kind of started throwing out some of those adjectives when I would write my letters or my, you know, this is before email. When I would write my letters or my postcards, I would use buoyant, ballsy, broad. Like ballsy, broad was the one I used the most. But it was kind of like once I had that sentence, it was kind of like I put this outfit on, right? Then a year later, my agent said to me, you know who you are? You're a cross between Kathy Bates and Drew Barrymore. And I was like, thank you very much. And so what happens is when you get clarity, they get clarity, right? So then I moved to LA and everyone was talking about log lines, right? And so I wrote myself a log line, right? I'm the woman that lives across the street from you. When you see me coming, you turn off your lights and pretend like you're not home, right? That was the log line. And then all my clients were writing log lines. So remember, this started in 1995. In 2018, y'all, one of my clients said to me, oh yeah, you're the adorable bully. Right? That's what I've been doing since I was in high school. Well, no, since I was 3. Because I was in children's theater. I'd always been playing like the fairy with one wing, you know, like missing a wing, or like, you know, Mary Tilford in the Children's Hour, or the bad seed, or, you know, bad little girls that were adorable, but they were bullies, right? And I was like, oh my God, it took all those years of my career to sort of, so, you know, you're not going to know everything in the beginning, but you're going to be able to begin to identify what you do better than everyone else. One of the best things you can do is when you go to acting class, what is the agent what is the teacher giving you in your first scene? Because they are branding you. Your scene study teacher is branding you. They're looking at the person in front of them and they're like, what scene could I give that person? And they're just looking at you, judging you, and giving you that scene based on what you look like. So they're making a judgment, but that's what people are going to do to you.
Yep. And I think your point about the log line, guys, just so y'all know, a log line is how filmmakers pitch their films to producers to get money. So think about it that way. You're an actor. You're trying to pitch yourself to be in a movie. It's the same concept. And I think that also you had 2 examples with the lady that you close the blinds and say sayonara. And also, you know, you have the funhouse line. I think it shows that you have different like shades of your brand.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to know that like your brand is a great way to make sure that what you want people to see and what you see can match. And therefore, if you're like what people are seeing doesn't match what you want to be, then you can find a way to alter your brand. But I think really starting out, understanding your brand, and that's honestly, it's low hanging fruit. And it's the easiest way to make money as an actor.
Yeah. Know what you do better than everyone else. Right. And you know, because people always like look at me like, I don't know that. Yes, you do. Don't you ever go to the movie and go, I could have played that role? Don't you ever turn on the TV and say, I could play that role? I mean, if you hadn't, I'm shocked by that. Right? Like if you're a real actor, you're probably watching TV and going, oh,
damn it, could have had that.
Yeah, that's a great, you know, like now I watch and I go, oh, I auditioned for that. But like, you know, so yeah, so that's the first thing is make sure that you are beginning to be really clear because no one is looking for versatile.
Yep.
That's a bad word.
Yep. And you could be like a multifaceted character actor, but there's always going to be a line that beads them all through. So Austin also said, and your brand can go against who you are. Like you're not a Karen, but you could play a Karen. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a Karen.
In real life.
In real life, I'm not a Karen. And I'm not well, I am kind of a bully,
An
but
adorable bully.
yeah, I mean, a lot of times, like, actually, the thing that you don't like about yourself or the
Mhm.
thing that you try to hide from other people is the thing that's going to make you $1 million.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You know, I'll never forget it. I had this actress that hired me many years ago, and she was kind of one of those people that when she walks into the room, you're like, oh, like a little bit. And I
Mhm.
was like, oh, does she know that about herself? Like, that was my first question to myself. Well, y'all, she did. Right. And, the way that we came to that and how we put her out there, man, boy, Heidi, because they're always looking for that character,
Oh, yeah.
always looking for that character.
And everyone joining us on the gram and TikTok. Hi, everybody. We're live at Actors Fast Track today, and we are doing a very special giveaway. And not only that, guys, we have really exclusive, like more than 50% off tickets to Pitch Fest. And if you want to join us on our live stream on StreamYard, that's how you get the giveaway. But if you are on either TikTok or the gram, if you have questions, drop it below. We're talking agents. We're getting you reps. We're getting you booked. We're ready, booked, and busy, guys.
Yeah. We are ready, booked, and busy. So should we give away one?
Yeah, I think we should. I think we both know who you're going to choose. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, hi, everyone. We'd like to give away one of our first packages.
Woo!
It's a $500 package, and the winner today is Austin Gage.
Austin.
Austin Gage.
Austin, thank you for all your amazing statements and questions. Yeah.
Yay!
Awesome. So he got a one-on-one with Valorie to go over his brand.
Yeah.
And also it's a $497 package, right?
It's a $497 package to work an hour with me on your brand and your pitch. It's a pitching session. So congratulations, Austin. I'm excited to meet with you. My assistant will be sending you a link for my calendar to get you on. And I hope you're joining us this year for the Pitch Fest. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we have other things that we want to talk about today, too. So here's the thing. I wish that in my lifetime, when I was starting out as an actor, there was as many ways as there are to make money right now that we've never had before. This young lady is going to make close to 6 figures this year. My other client is going to make $250,000 this year doing user-generated content. UGC. So guess what, y'all? We have a UGC course.
Yes, we do.
6 hours of recording. It's 6 hours of recording and a huge Google Drive full of where you find work, what a pitch deck looks like, templates for you to use, like all of that. It's normally a $297 course. It's $97 today, just
guys.
here on the live.
You can't get it anywhere else, guys. There's
not
no
for
link
$97.
For it. You can only get it here. So, guys, the UGC course is great. So, if you are wondering how can I make money as an actor, or I'm not getting auditions to book, I don't know what to do, UGC is a great way to really not only build your reel. So Demetra, this is another great way to build up a reel for yourself is UGC content. My UGC portfolio, I think, gets me more work than any of my showreel clips because I branded the whole electronic press kit as myself. I have the colors are there, the vibe is there, the voice is there because it controls the narrative already. So no one's deciding for you.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really important thing. And the UGC course is great. Me and Mike Provenzano are both teach it. There are 6 hours of recordings. We go everything from where to find jobs, how to know what your brand is as a UGC creator, how to know where to find work, what's good work, what to stay away from, templates for direct messaging on the gram, also on, via email, on LinkedIn. And not only that, guys, we teach you how to make your first $1,000. And hi, Pam, we have lots of options today that are super cheap. Remember the $47 package?
Yeah, you can come to the Summer Pitch Fest for $47.
Yeah, that's already 50% off, guys. But yeah, the most important thing about the UGC course, which is what we really want to get across, is we teach you basically how to make your first $1,000 with UGC. And you could do it in the first month. You could do
Oh,
it in
you
2
can make
weeks.
$1,000 in a month easy.
Yeah, very easy. Because honestly,
For
it's-
$97, you could make $1,000 in
that's four $250 deals, which is so easy to get, or it's 2 $500 deals. There's one big $1,000 deal, and you might even make more.
Demetra said, I constantly see UGC popping up in front of me in platforms, but I don't really know what it is.
That's a great question.
This course will help you.
This course will not only help you, it goes over what UGC is and the difference between user-generated content and being an influencer. And I just want to assure everybody, if you want to get into UGC, but you're like, social media is not my thing, you do not have to be a social media creator or an influencer to get into UGC. No. And a lot of stuff, you could do faceless stuff and just make money. But the fact is this, you also can put yourself on camera. They might hire you just for you to be a talking head, and they'll pay you for the whole thing and usage rights, which is how to license your stuff. So you're making the decisions that all those commercial buyers for all those big things that you're doing are making for you. So I think a bigger thing though is it puts you in control, and it makes sure that you can just do what you need to do, but you could build your portfolio and get money and get opportunities, and also learn how to create your own content. We're already doing our own self-tapes, guys. We're already lighting them and filming them and everything. And if you aren't already practicing editing and stuff with your self-tapes, what are you doing? But you're already doing it. Might as well monetize on these extra skills that you have to learn now as an actor. And the UGC course, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to really guide you. And also negotiation. We go over everything, guys. Just go get the course.
Yeah, the course is a great deal.
It's really,
I mean, you really, literally, it's designed to help you make $1,000 within the first month. Right. And you can easily do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, yeah. So I just wanted to, because, you know, like if you're making, like, here's the thing, my client that's going to make $250,000 this year. I mean, $250,000 doing user generated content. He can go produce his own short film and go to festivals, go to Cannes, go to all these festivals, meet people, and move his career forward because he has cash.
Yep. And not only that, he's control of his cash. He's in control of the cash.
Yeah, and he's not paying an agent on it.
No, because UGC, you can pitch yourself. You don't need a rep for UGC. There are so many platforms. There are so many things that you can utilize if you're not like a big person. So no. Demetra, so UGC, user-generated content, is everything from commercials, ads. Most of the time it's social video ads. So when you look on like the social media sites and you see like an ad that's like a video or a picture, some companies do high res UGC, so they're doing like really like commercial shoot quality stuff, but they're doing it in a very small capacity. That's amazing, Austin. Thank you. But I think that what's important about it is it's not like a regular commercial. It's something that you're the one that's going to film the stuff, and you negotiate the deal before you book it. Which I think is really important about UGC. And let me do it.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Hold on one second, guys. We're having a little. My finger is so big. Why is it so big? There we go.
There you go.
All right. So, guys, I think
they make us drag the puzzle piece.
Drag the puzzle piece.
Drag the puzzle piece.
I would say, like, we used to have industrials all the time. I would say that UGC has really replaced the term industrial, because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. So like, for instance, Demetra, what they do is they send you a brief, right? You know, you get hired, they send you a brief. They say, you know, they often send you a script, and then they'll send you what they want for their B-roll, right? And then, you know, and you shoot it and you send it. That's pretty much it. And you're done.
And you're done. And Demetra, you said, I've seen people promoting products by creating their own videos. So this is UGC. That's one version of UGC. If they're promoting it on their own profile, they're being hired as a creator and making UGC content that they're also utilizing to promote on their page. So they're probably getting an extra.
Or they're doing affiliate.
Yeah, an affiliate.
Or they're doing affiliates where they get people to buy stuff and then they get the commission. Yep. They're doing that. It's way easier. Yeah.
So Nikhil says, is UGC easier to get into as opposed to commercial? Well, yeah, because you can start today. You could start right now. You could start while you're watching us on live. I think that's the most important thing. UGC, you can start now. And we give you a challenge. I always tell everybody, if you want to get into UGC, a really great thing to start is pick your favorite product that you use daily, or maybe it's something that you like, just something you use all the time. And honestly, just make a how-to video or why you like it, or just maybe show how you use it. It's very, very simple. And honestly, they like the raw material. It doesn't have to be perfectly polished. It's a great way to do it. And guys, don't let the influencers take your jobs. I'm telling you as a creator, don't, like, the influencers are getting sent all the backstage links that are UGC because they are UGC creators only. And what ends up happening is, like, they're taking your gigs where you can get those gigs. Not that they shouldn't have them because everyone's really talented, but I think that actors can really add an extra level and layer to UGC content and get it in a quicker turnaround because you're also used to it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we talk about all the different types of UGC in the course, right? So, you know, brand deals, but also just like, you know, basically how Mike has made his $250,000 is he just has a lot of recurring clients and they send him briefs and he does their stuff for them. And, you know, and he just built those up over the last 5 years. He's gotten to $250,000 in 5 years.
Yep. On his own.
On his own.
And I think that the reality is you can build a lot of volume with that. So imagine if every time you did a self-tape, you got paid for the self-tape. I think that's a great way to think about UGC. Because every time I do a self-tape now, I try to do UGC content out of it because we're already set up. So I just think that that's what you should think about UGC. It could be that quick. It might take an hour. It might take 30 minutes. It might take 4 hours. It's not going to take you 12 hours to do.
Think how much... think how better we've all gotten at self-tapes in the last 6 years, right? Like, you know, we all had to learn how to shoot, light, edit, sound, compress, and send, right? And some of us were slow, like me.
Some of us were slow. Yeah, it's a new skill, guys. And how could I start now? However, how would you start if you have no online? So Nikhil says, you mentioned how I can start now. However, how would you start if you have no online presence, social media presence? So
you don't need it.
You don't need it. So UGC is not only for influencers. UGC, there are people that are just strictly user-generated content creators, which is that they let's say, for lack of better, they're the talent in these ads. Fudge, I came in late. How do you do this? I will tell you in 1 second. But like, you don't need to have a social media presence because you're not trying to be an influencer. An influencer is somebody that uses their social media platform to steer influence and encouraging their followers. You're not
using your platform.
No, you're not. You don't have to do it.
You really don't even have to have a platform.
You don't have to have a platform.
Right. You can get backstage. Well, backstage is a great place for UGC. You can submit to UGC. There's a ton of auditions on there.
And they have a whole section now just for UGC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the type of profile you can build on Backstage. Yeah, Backstage is great, especially if you're not big on social. It's great because you don't have to link your social media in Backstage. Some other sites you have to link it, but no, you don't have to have a social media presence. Yes, exactly. So Nikhil, I think it's just important to say, like, you can just film a cup in the light and that's the video. Like, it could be that simple, or it could be you drinking and making coffee. Very, very simple stuff.
Yeah, Nikhil, let me tell you something. I had a girl that during Snowmageddon this winter in New York, we had Snowmageddon.
Yes, we did.
This girl's like, I came in from shoveling and she did this video for one of her favorite products. And she sent it to the company and they freaking paid her for it. And then they hired her to do more. And she said, I didn't have any makeup on. She'd been outside shoveling snow. She came and was on her bed and she was like, hey, I think it was maybe about the shovel. It was about something, right? But like, she did this thing and she just talked to the camera and she sent it to them and they loved it.
Yep. And that's nothing. You could build up relationships and pitch to brands the same way you would pitch to buyers, guys. You could use it. Sometimes you could use the same pitch. But I'm just saying, I think it's important to know every way to make money as an actor now. And like I said, guys, I use my UGC. Oh my God, Doriana's question's hilarious. Nikhil, restart your Backstage membership, guys. I was sleeping on Backstage for a long time because I just remembered as a newspaper, but I've been going on Backstage the last year. I've booked so much work on Backstage. It's so easy to submit. You can literally do it while you're laying in bed. Yes. So Fudge says, I came in late. How do you do this? Fudge, if you want to know how to pitch, we have a pitch event that's coming up. If you're looking for representation as an actor, if you're looking to get more work, we also have plenty of opportunities to learn how to book work as an actor. But there are some other ways, which we just have a great question about.
Yeah. What?
Doriana's question.
Oh, Doriana's question is hilarious. What are your thoughts on actors access, which I call actors no access?
Which should explain everything.
Which tells you my thoughts. And Spotlight. Okay, just so you know, for everyone that doesn't know this, There are 2 companies in the entire world that run the road. Oh, if you're looking for a link for either one, the UGC course, you got to get.
Yeah, so everyone on the gram and on TikTok, if you want to get the $47, more than 50% off ticket to Pitch Fest, where you can pitch to representation, learn how to pitch with the 5-day challenge, get the whole shebang. The link is in the bio of the profile. If you want the exclusive $97 UGC course, you have to come into our live stream on StreamYard. That's also where you can win the giveaway with the $497 package for free with Valorie. That is actorsfasttrack.com/live show. So yeah, guys, just go check it out. So Fudge, if you want to get the Pitch Fest, it's a great way to get started to learn how to get.
You can just go to the link in your bio, in the bio, my bio. Okay, so there's 2 companies in the world. Actors No Access, which runs North America and a couple other countries, Actors Access, Breakdown Express. Mm-hmm. That's what you guys know. So I'm talking about the people that run the road between agents and the jobs that you want to get. Mm-hmm. The other company is called Talent Link. They own Casting Networks and they own Spotlight. Okay. So just so you know, all of those platforms are in the process of breaking down. The agents aren't happy. The casting directors aren't happy. The producers aren't happy. Actors Access is so archaic that its algorithm is like, I'm plenty involved in the people that are building the new platform and the new platforms, right? And I'll tell you something. I've had top people in tech tell me that site is a shit show, right? It is. And so they're going to be replaced. Mm-hmm. They're going to be replaced because here's the thing. No one's using them. Mm-hmm. If your agent is telling you it's slow, this is why. Because the auditions aren't being put on those things anymore because of NDAs. In fact, we just gave our first Oscar for a casting director this year. And she said that she did not use the platforms of Spotlight or Actors Access to cast her show.
There's the proof, guys.
So if your agents are saying it's slow, it's because they don't understand what's literally happening, which the pathways that we've been using since 1972 are no longer working.
Which is why you got to take your career in your own hands, guys, and learn how to pitch yourself, learn how to sell yourself, brand yourself, and get those contacts so you can just start working. So the minute, like, for example, the minute I see something I like in Deadline that's announced and I want to be a part of it, I get the article, I make sure I get all the right people, and I start pitching myself. I want to be a part of it. That's a great way to find out what's out there. Yeah. You know, there's so many ways that you can learn about it, guys. We also have an amazing biz school that's $297 today for lifetime access to 15 courses. But I would definitely say come to Pitch Fest, learn more about Actors Fast Track. If you want to get the UGC course, guys, normally it's $297. So guys, if you aren't in our live StreamYard right now, which is if you're on the gram or TikTok, you're not in the live StreamYard, that's where the only place you can get the exclusive $97 price for the $297 UGC course. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I think it's important to know that you are in charge of your career. You don't have to wait for these people to give you opportunities.
No. And that's something I keep thinking, and then it slips my mind when I come back to it. But like something that you were saying, I can't remember. Anyway. Who knows? Nikhil says, I'm having a look on Backstage now. I'm assuming you can do it anywhere in the world. Yes, you can, guys. It will say, and it'll say where it's located. So there's all jobs from all over the world on Backstage. Robin, Amelia, hi, everyone joining us, guys. No, Gracie. That's my dog. She thinks we're saying hi to someone that's here.
It's too funny. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, what is up, everybody? Remember, we are live here at Actors Fast Track. We are going to be on for another 45 minutes. We still have one more giveaway to give away, and we still have tickets where you can still pitch directly to representation and get those contact information to follow up with them, guys. So there's nowhere else where literally you can get it for $47. Okay, literally. Like, I don't even know.
Where could you pitch yourself for 12 agents from all over the world for $47?
You can't even travel to New York for less than $47. So I'm just saying, like, guys, it's a great thing. Oh, Robin, if you want to get your Pitch Fest tickets, That's amazing. The link is in the bio on her profile, guys. Remember that. And what's important is that with the Pitch Fest, guys, let's just go over it again really quickly. The Pitch Fest is specifically for representation. So if you're looking for manager, agents, anywhere in the world, we have agents from Canada, London, everywhere. We have in the United States, guys, we have Utah, Atlanta, New York, LA, all that good stuff. And what I think is important to mention is that you can book work anywhere now. And if you have somebody that's regional, they can book locally for you. Also, what's important about Pitch Fest, which I think is the most important thing, is you get a 5-day challenge with Valorie where she teaches you for 5 days about your pitch. She's not going to be here anymore, guys. It's the last day to hang out with Valorie on live right now. So what I would definitely recommend doing is if you want more time with Valorie, go sign up for Pitch Fest because you get that free 5-day workshop where basically you not only write your pitch, perfect your pitch, learn how to like navigate it and be ready for the Pitch Fest where you get to meet those representation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And we have a great question. Is it fine to sign with 2 different agents, one that's in the EU or another from the US? It really depends on the contract. Like I have a couple of clients with Identity. You might be familiar with them. They're a star agency in London.
mm-hmm.
Now they're getting auditions for series regulars in New York and series regulars in LA. So that agency specifically is getting the breakdowns for the entire world and they're submitting their clients. Generally, hi, Danielle. Good to see you. Chasing Oz. We're going to Sicily together. I just got my book, my
That's
travel
amazing.
book. Yeah. So, if you're, if the contract says it, but here's the thing, it's one of the complaints that agents and managers have right now is the breakdowns, whether they're coming from Spotlight or Actors No Access or whatever, they're freaking expensive. So if they're a small agent, they can't afford to pay for breakdowns from all over the world. So they're not going to be able to see the auditions that are happening in Chicago or New York or LA, but they can see the auditions that are happening in their own backwoods. So you kind of really have to ask that when you interview this agent. And that is one thing we're going to do in the Pitch Fest.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to teach you in the morning what your expectations of an agent should be.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a meeting from the Pitch Fest, what you should ask in the meeting, how you should handle yourself in the meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and do that. And then, that's what we're going to teach you in the morning.
And also you're going to teach how to follow up with the agents because, guys, everyone gets put into a room. We have 3 different rooms. So one's international, one's LA, one's New York. So one's West Coast, one's East Coast. But I think what's important to know is that even if you're not in a room with another agent you may want to meet, we're going to give you the contact information of all 12 agents from all over the world where you can follow up with them and say, hey, I didn't get a chance to pitch to you, but this is who I am. Here's my pitch video if you want to record it, which you probably can during the 5-day challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's important is Valerie's going to give you the tools to follow up with them, even if you didn't get to meet them. So you're going to have a whole life cycle. You're going to have a before, after, and during relationship, like whole thing with a rep through the Pitch Fest. But I think what's important is she's taking you literally from like A to Z on how to get it and also give you different routes to follow up with them, which I think is really important for $47.
$47.
Mm.
Yeah. Right. And I do give the honorarium to the agents. So where's that money going? It's going to the team that will be there, moving you to rooms and holding your hand if you mess up your pitch and all those things. And I'm also giving an honorarium. Most of the agents don't want the money. They just want me to give it to their favorite charity, which I'm happy to do. So, those people need to be paid to give their time and energy. So obviously we have to charge something for the event, and 47 is a really, really good deal. So we hope you join us for that. So if you want to be eligible to win the $500 package with me, which is me spending an hour with you on your brand and on your pitch, you got to be over here on StreamYard with us. And the way you get here is by putting in actorsfasttrack.com/live show. And it'll bring you here to be with us. And so you can be over here and comment and be eligible to win a $497 giveaway. We've already given away one today to Mr. Austin. Engaged.
Yep.
Because he's engaged.
Oh, I love how you did that. I love how you did that. Yeah, guys. So remember, if you're joining us on either Grammar TikTok right now, remember we have a live show going on where we're going to give you the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
But also, guys, if you like what you heard about the heard about the
My dog is like here.
This dog is adorable.
She wants attention.
We love dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to get the Pitch Fest, guys, the $47 ticket is still in the bios, guys, but we have limited spots available to pitch to agents. So if you do want the chance to do that, that's your chance.
Austin just said I just clapped for myself.
As you should.
Hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah. So what else do we should talk about today?
Well, guys, I think what questions do you guys have? What drew you to coming here today? Is there anything specifically that you want to know
about your
about?
acting career?
About your
how to
acting
get
career.
one? And a couple of you guys talked about like you're just at the beginning and you don't know what to do or how to start. Here's the thing. You can get stuck in that place.
Yes.
Right? A lot of actors have one foot in I want to be a working actor and one foot still in studying acting.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to make a clean break and say, I'm not saying you don't study acting, but you have to decide today I'm opening my business. And you don't need to know everything. I mean, that was one thing Michael said on the mastermind this morning. He was like, people were asking him, well, how do you do this? And he was like, one step at a time. He's like producing and starring in a film that his manager is producing. And he's a producer on it. He goes, I didn't know how to do a film. I didn't know how to write a script.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to produce. But the way that I did it was learning one thing at a time. Like, what do I need to do right now? So as an actor, you have to decide it's time for me to get paid as an actor.
Yes.
It's time for me to open my business. Yeah. So I eat bananas long.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Reset protocol. I'm so happy you're opening your business. So I hope we're seeing you at Pitch Fest.
Yeah. Reset protocol. We would love to see you at Pitch Fest. Yeah. That is, and we have amazing agents, you guys. When Emily Blunt's agency RSVP'd, I fell out of my chair. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I asked and they said yes. Right. I was like, so we have amazing agents that are coming from all over the world. Where are you going to be able to pitch for I don't know. Where are you going to be able to pitch?
Yeah. So guys, I think that Demetria had a really good question. I find it interesting when you said about pitching. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah. Got it.
Cool. So yeah, you thought about pitching. I hadn't even thought of that. I always felt awkward to do it. So what I would like to, that's fine. Reset protocol. Come hang out and listen.
Okay,
so guys,
great.
Yeah. So Demetria said, I find it interesting what you said about pitching. I hadn't even thought about that. I always felt awkward to do it. I just want to let you know, guys, like every other business, if you want to work with somebody, you pitch them. Even literally every single business that isn't show business,
Mm-hmm.
you pitch them. People don't think for some reason that we can pitch people. We can. If you want the job, you go say, I want to work with you. It's very simple. And I also think what's important, Valorie mentioned about like getting stuck in the loop of I'm just starting or I'm in class waiting for the opportunity. It's the same thing with reps, guys. You do not need representation to start booking work as an actor. Okay, you can start booking work on your own. You can start making your own opportunities. Yes, Robin just bought her pitch ticket. Yay! Robin, I'm so excited. You're going to have fun. And don't forget the 5-day pitch challenge is going to be awesome for you.
They won last time too.
They did. Yeah.
I know you're on my calendar, right? Yes.
I love that.
Right. They won the session with me. So it's perfect because I'm going to help you build that pitch.
That's going to be amazing.
Privately. Mm-hmm. I will help you build that pitch privately. Right. Yeah. So you're right. Like if you want anything, you got to pitch. I mean, how many of you guys pitch to your parents? Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to go, I wanted to see when I was 14, I wanted to go see Kiss in concert. So I waited till my mom was drunk on New Year's Eve. And then I went down. I'm like, Mom, I want to see Kiss. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, can you sign this please? And say that I'm going to go. And she signed it. So she had to let me go see
That's
Kiss.
Genius.
So we have been pitching ourselves and pitching what we want since we were children.
Yeah. You gotta
want a
ask
cookie?
for what you want, guys.
You're going to pitch your dad. I want that cookie, right? So we ask for what you want and learn how to do a good pitch, right? Because actors pitch themselves all the time. Meryl Streep got up from an Oscar luncheon and walked across to Greta Gerwig and told her, I want to be in Little Women, right? Greta Gerwig was like, oh, of course, right? But yeah, so so she could have called her agent. She didn't do that. She walked across and told Greta Gerwig what she wanted, right? Okay, we have another question. Also in Greece, opportunities with agencies are really few, so taking care of your career in your own hands is the way to do so. Yes. And also, listen, here, if you're in Greece, right, you're great. You're in the epicenter of close to Croatia, right? It's a hop, skip, and a jump to Budapest, to, Ireland, to Prague, to all the places they're shooting, right? They're shooting in these places.
Hi, Stephen from Atlanta.
Hi. Oh yeah, Stephen Lowe, good to see you. Good. Yeah. So, pitching to customers is amazing. If you guys weren't here in the beginning, I had a client that has been at this for 9 years. She's auditioned for little things like Wicked and Barbie.
A lead in Wicked. Let me just confirm that. A lead in
Wicked. She has also she's never auditioned for a co-star or a guest star, only series leads and roles in films. And she's done that by pitching. You guys, she has no agent.
Yep.
She has no agent, but everyone knows who she is.
Because she knows her brand. And
she's been pitching for 9 years in LA, and she's so close to booking. It's coming down to where it's coming down between her and the other girl.
Yep.
Right. So, no, but she did get some things, but she got some voiceovers, but she is like, have you ever seen that cartoon when someone is like, going through the diamond mine, and they're right before they get to the diamonds, they go off, and they leave, they don't get the diamonds. That's where she is. She is like going to hit this year. I guarantee she's going to hit this year. And here's the thing, when she hits, she's going to hit big because she chose not to play a small game. She chose to play big.
Yep.
And that is what, 9 years of pitching herself has gotten her. Yeah.
Steven said, where do we find the contact information if it's not on IMDb Pro? That's a great question. And contact for producers. So there are multiple places to find contact information, guys, if you know where to look. And if you want to know how to find that, we do have a great course on that in the Biz School. But I would say, yes, IMDb Pro, but I use Production List. I also use LinkedIn, guys, and that's a really great solution because everybody's on LinkedIn. You have to have a LinkedIn business profile, guys. That's how I got to the executive producer of the Harry Potter franchise, and I became friends with him, and he sent my stuff to David Heyman and a whole bunch of other big people. Honestly, trust me, there's a lot of ways to deduce and get really great contact information if you know what you're looking for. So don't stop, literally, don't just stop at one place. If it's not there, it doesn't mean it's not anywhere. You'll find it.
What I would recommend that you have, Stephen, is I would recommend that you have a list of where you look when you're looking for an email. And when you get to the bottom of the list and you haven't found an email, move on to the next name, right? So Google it, IMDb Pro, IO Hunter, Rocket Reach, Production List, LinkedIn, Instagram. There are a lot of things you can do. You can pretty much find every person's email. Probably not Steven Spielberg, but like we have a database for our clients. We have Tim Burton's information in there.
Yeah, I think, guys, what's important to know is just like you can also DM and DM them on Instagram. I pitch myself for auditions through Instagram. I've done a lot of different things. There's so many ways to build a mousetrap, guys. It's the same thing with getting the information. Demetra said a really great question. For submitting for roles in different countries, isn't the accent an important factor to consider? I think sometimes they'll be really specific about that. I mean, I think that you should still try.
Yeah.
You should still try.
Dimitra, I had a Russian guy hire me. He came to New York. He was driving a cab from midnight till 8 a.m. to support his wife and 2 kids. Right. And he went to some people and they told him, oh, you got to lose your Russian accent if you want to work as an actor. He came to me and I was like, no, you don't. Like, just keep what you have and do that. In 6 months, he booked a reoccurring guest star, a $70,000 job on House of Cards.
Yep.
And then he was on The Americans with you.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and then he just continued to book Russian roles, right? Major roles. Like, he was a major player in The Americans and a major player in House of Cards, so using what he did naturally. And some people told him, you can't send out a reel. It's all in Russian. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Who said no?
Wait, yeah, you can. I mean, it was great, really well shot and professional, right? So absolutely you can do that. So I always say, like, sometimes we're trying to do everything we need is usually like right here, y'all. And we're a lot of times, and this is a human thing. This is just an actor thing. We're out here looking for the thing when we already have the thing.
Right.
And usually the thing about you that you don't like, or the thing that sort of rubs you wrong, is the thing that's going to make you $1 million. Just go ask Jackie Hoffman. If you don't know who she is, look her up. Yeah. Right. I'm sorry to say, but she's not really a nice person. She's kind of like, but that's what she plays, right? She plays that sort of, and I used to go up against her all the time. And I'd be like, when I'd be in the audition room with her, I'm like, who wants to hire her? Wouldn't you rather spend a week with me than her? Like, but hey, they would hire her. She worked all the time. She was in the original Hairspray on Broadway. Right. I mean, has a big resume. You'll totally recognize her.
Yeah. And Dimitra, most of the time, if they're really looking for a specific type of accent, even if it's an American accent, they will say it in the breakdown. But they will say that they're looking for someone specific. Like most of the time they say that now, even with American accents, like must have and traditional American accent, must have a British accent. But I would say that definitely, use your accent as an asset. You're very exotic because you have an accent. I sound like a boring American. I would love to have an accent. Hey, Valorie. Stephen Lowe says, hey, Valorie, I remember the pitch you teach and I made mine, sent all the characters in pitch. So remember that the pitch you taught me and I made mine. So he made a pitch. When you say send all the characters, Stephen, you really should join us on the stream right now if you want. Not enough characters in this text to make sense. Okay.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I've helped a lot of people build pitches, but I'm glad you did. And was that a customer pitch? I think it was, right? So, how do you join? actorsfasttrack.com/live show.
Or you can go to actorsfasttrack.com and just press live. So whatever's easier. But Stephen, join us in the live room because you'll be eligible for the giveaway, but also you get access to the $97 UGC course if you want it. But you can literally type the whole thing if you want.
Yeah. And I saw Sarah come in here.
Yeah, everyone joining us. Hi, everybody. We're live. Cool. So, so reset protocol. We've been a lot of stuff. Valorie has a very nice resume. But hi, Audrey. Thank you for saying hi.
Hi, Audrey. Good to see you. Oh, my credits include Castle, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How I Met Your Mother, Resident Evil Extinction, True Blood, American Horror Story, pretty much every Disney show, a ton of video games, off-Broadway, regional theater, commercials, a lot.
Etc.
Yeah. So those are my credits. I've been working a long time, y'all.
Yeah.
And the middle. That is right. I was in the middle, but I think I was cut out. Well, I do. I don't remember. I never watch anything I'm in. I did watch Resident Evil Extinction because my dad this is a sad story, but my dad was dying and so the last movie he ever saw in the movie theater was Resident Evil Extinction. And so after I died, he was on oxygen and everything. After I died, I'm like, hey, Dad, do you want to go? And he's like, no, I want to see what happens.
Oh, Crimson said Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. too.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I'm in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I did a lot. Lot of
She
TV.
got big credits, yo.
Big credits.
Are we able to?
Oh, yeah. One-on-one consults. Yes, Audrey, you can go to my link in my bio, and there's a link for my calendar.
Yeah.
It's not really, we're going to talk, and then we can talk about how we work, right? But yeah, I mean, get on my calendar. Here's the truth, you guys. Yes, I cost money to work with me. I'm not going to, everyone has to get paid for what they're a genius at. And I'm a genius at helping actors become working actors. Mm-hmm. But but I also give a shit ton of content away for free. I mean, everyone always says that to me. Like, I go to the Actors Pro Expo every year and I speak, and people are like, thank God, because everyone else was trying to sell to me. Mm-hmm. And, you gave me information. And so I want you to want to work with me. Right. And so if I give you enough content, you'll eventually go, okay, here's my money. Help me. Mm-hmm. Right. Which is what I want. Right. But I don't want you to ever feel scammed or like I'm not, that. So, yeah. So go get on my calendar. Mm-hmm. Let's have a conversation about where you are in your career, and I'll be happy to help you.
And Audrey mentioned where that you saw her in the live, because then she'll know where you came from. So she'll know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Stephen Lowe. Yes, you click live. So you can go to actorsfasttrack.com and click live to join our live stream, where we have a giveaway going on right now to have a one-on-one with Valorie, which is a $497 value. And then also, if you want, or you can go to actorsfasttrack.com/live show. Either way, just look for the live button and you'll be fine. But yeah, guys, we have a lot of goodies. And speaking of stuff that she gives away for free, Audrey, I'm so sad you're not going to be at Pitch Fest, but here's something that's amazing. So guys, if you're just joining us, hi, we have an exclusive ticket to Pitch Fest, which is July 26th. It's an all-day event. And the big golden egg of it all is that you get to pitch to agents and look for representation. And we have agents from all over the world, including Canada, including London, including everywhere on the East Coast and the West Coast, Utah, Atlanta, guys, a lot of great stuff, New York, LA, all the good things. Mm-hmm. But what's important about this, guys, not only when you buy the $47 ticket, not only are you getting access to Pitch Fest, you get access to a 5-day challenge where Valorie literally teaches every single day how to write your pitch, perfect your pitch. You can rehearse your pitch so you're ready for Pitch Fest. So
Audrey, you should think about coming to that challenge.
Oh, yeah.
If you can come to the challenge, even if you can't come every day, it starts Monday, the 20th. Oh, hold on. Back to Tiki Talk. Back to Tiki Talk. Sorry, I got a call. If you can't make the thing, sign up for the challenge. It's free. It's in my bio. It's the 5-day challenge. Mm-hmm. Come to that, because you're going to get me for 5 days. It's free. And if you can't be there every day, you'll get the recordings.
Exactly. And I think that's when we talk about free stuff. Thank you, Reset Protocol. Thanks,
Reset Protocol.
But yeah, no, there's a 5-day free pitch challenge. So everyone can sign up. On top of that, guys, you get to meet with agents and pitch them and learn how to literally like ask the right questions. How do you find out if a certain representation is good for you? Why do you need an agent, if you even need that right now? And then what I think is great is that even if you wanted to meet with an agent that was in a different room than you, the next day you do get all the reps' contact information, all 12 agents for $47.
Including Emily Blunt's agency.
Exactly. And you get to follow up with them. So if you weren't in the right room, or if you were in a room and you want to follow up with someone, you'll get their contact information. I don't know where else you can get the contact information alone. Okay. Yay, Audrey. Yay!
Awesome. We're so happy you're here. Yeah, Audrey. I do events every month, right? I do events every month. This month is the Pitch Fest. It's a big event with a challenge leading up to it. But I do events every month. If you're on my list, you're going to get the emails, right? And I do a masterclass once a month, and I do a challenge once a month. What the challenge is usually to build a pitch for something specific, like a specific project, or if you're new to acting, maybe you're doing a pitch for all the casting directors or your local casting directors, so you can introduce yourself to them. So we teach you that as well in the challenge, and it's 5 days you get to spend with me, and that's free. So
free 99.
If you guys can't come to the summer pitch, just sign up for the challenge and do that at least. because then by the end of the week, you can send off a pitch. You can make your own list of agents and send, we're going to teach you how to embed the pitch in your email, all of that. So
yeah, you can do that whether or not you sign up with the ticket. Remember, the big thing about the ticket is you get to pitch to all the agents. So I think that's like the big thing. But guys, if you are on the fence or you want to learn more, it's a great way to get started with Actors Fast Track, and you could still be able to get a ticket. But guys, the $47, I don't know how many spots we have left to pitch for agents, which is why I highly recommend getting the ticket today. But yeah, guys, this is the last day Valerie's going to be here because she's got to do the 5-day challenge. So make sure if you want some more one-on-one time with Valorie, the best thing to do is sign up for that 5-day challenge.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. If you want to get time with me, do that, right? Like, let's get you signed up for the challenge. That's just a great way to start, right? And what I say is like, come experience me, listen to what I have to say. And even if we, would you say drama schools in the UK are worth it? Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, look, I want to talk about that a little bit. You don't have to go to Juilliard or Yale or RADA to be a working actor, at all. You do not have to go to acting school. I did. I went to 4 years of acting school. I went to a conservatory. I went to one of the best schools in America. Now, what did that do for me? Well, what it mostly did for me, because I was 18 when I went to acting school, so I didn't have a lot of life experience to really bring to the table. But those are all good schools. Great job. But what it did for me mostly was voice and movement. And you don't usually get that without you seek that out as an actor. So when you go to acting school, the two things that really changed my life were voice and movement, because I had 4 years of voice, and my voice has made me a lot of money. A lot of money. And so, your voice, having great vocal training, especially for 4 years, like I had it, and also movement, because I was like, when I got to acting school, I was the fat kid that had no turnout. Only reason I went to ballet is because my mom, it's like, you're going to be an actress, so you need to take ballet.
Steven, way to come in. Yay.
Yay, Steven.
Yay.
Look at all these people.
I love it. I love that everyone's coming
Right.
out.
So I'm glad that I went to acting school, and I loved acting school, and I have great friends from that acting school still to this day. So, I feel like, it's pretty good to go if you, in America, it can be very expensive, not as much, I don't think, where you guys are in the UK, but like it can, you have to take out a freaking house loan to pay for your school in America. Our Yale Drama School, though, is free now.
Yep, Yale Drama School is free.
Which James is really pissed about.
Juilliard
all my friends that went there are like, what do you mean it's free?
Yep, and Juilliard grad school is free.
Yeah.
Okay, Steven says, so I get auditions all the time. Still will casting. I've had at least 20 commercial auditions in the last couple of years. I've had a dozen auditions with the same group for World Trends. I had probably 10 or 12 auditions with Stranger Things casting, but I'm not booking. I don't know if it's because I'm a little chubby in the face. I'm 6 years old. I don't know what it is. I need something to get my career to the next level. You came to the right place.
Steve, you came to the right place. Here, listen. Just come to some of my events.
Yes.
Or get on my calendar and let's talk about what it is. Because I don't know you, but it sounds great. And here's the thing. All of us who spent many years going into the room and now do self-tape, we've all seen our booking ratio drop significantly.
I hate it.
Significantly, right? That's why you've got to be building relationships with these people, because as you know, being in, I assume, Atlanta, because of what you're auditioning for, but if not, it sounds like you are. But anyway, what we heard last year from Raven Drummer was they only watched the first 4 seconds of our audition. And all these actors were like upset about that. I knew that. Right. Like, think about it. If you're a casting director and you get 150 auditions, you're not going to watch them all.
Right.
You're going to watch the first 4 seconds and move on. You're going to make a decision quickly. When we went in the room, they had to watch our entire audition. It makes a big difference. And also, there's a personal connection when you walk into the room that we don't have now. And so if you weren't auditioning when I was auditioning and you weren't going in the room, then you don't have these relationships with casting directors like I have, right? And you got to have relationships with them, because casting directors are just like a theater company. They use the same actors over and over again because they know you can do the job.
And just so you know, they obviously know you can do the job because you've had 10 or 12 auditions with the same people.
Sounds like Will Trent's looking for a job for you, looking for a part for you.
And honestly, I think what's important to mention, it is about the relationships. Another really great thing, another really great thing about learning how to pitch and also build relationships at Actors Fast Track, it's just the fact that like you're cultivating these relationships because they're not seeing you face to face. So why not have a better personal connection by reminding them who you are, thanking them for bringing you in, like looking forward to working with you. Here's a little $5 gift card to get a coffee. I really appreciate all the opportunities you gave me. Just like build the opportunity, because they obviously are giving you opportunities. And guys, it's not because you're chubby in the face. If you don't want to be chubby in the face, it's because you don't want to be chubby in the face. It's not because you're not booking because you're chubby in the face.
No.
And I doubt you're chubby in the face.
And I think you're not booking. I think that you are close to booking. And I think that if you just developed the relationship with those decision makers, but Will Trent that many times, they're looking for a part for you.
Also, I'm just going to say Atlanta specifically is very insular. So if they are really bringing you in, that's because they want to work with you.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact, I'm based in New York. I went to Atlanta a couple of times to try to work down there. I pitched myself down there. They really like to work with people local that they've worked with lots of times. It's very like you have to really build a strong relationship. So if you're already there, they obviously want you. I think it's just they remember you, but they don't see you enough because you got to build a relationship. Because like, look, I mean, come on, Stranger Things for 10 or 12 times. That's great.
Yeah. And also, Stephen, I know you study Meisner, but you might also want to check out Jerry Tubbs. She teaches the Ivana Chubbuck method, and she is the official Ivana Chubbuck teacher in Atlanta. And she works all the time. She was my friend in LA for years, and she was always jealous of me because I was booking everything and she wasn't booking, and she got mad. She broke up with her boyfriend, moved to Atlanta. Girls working all the time now.
Yeah.
Right. All the time. And I think Ivana Chubbuck, I've studied every kind of acting. I've been an actor my whole life. So I've studied every kind of acting. And to me, Ivana Chubbuck's method is one of the best methods you can study for auditioning. I think it's great because it really teaches you how to break down a scene. So I would recommend checking her out if you're in Atlanta, and tell her I sent you. But she's at what is that group? The drama something in Atlanta.
It's like the people.
It's like the big thing where everyone studies drama something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I also would say about Atlanta, Stephen, if you haven't signed up for the Pitch Fest, I would definitely come. I don't know if you have representation, but there's an Atlanta agent there.
Well, he must have because he's getting all those auditions.
What am I talking about? Anyway, you're doing something. Drama Inc.
Drama Inc. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, she's at Drama Inc. Hey, Stephen, who are you working with in Atlanta? What's your agent in Atlanta? Because we have Smith Young coming, but it sounds like you're doing good. I wouldn't mess with anyone. I would keep doing what you're doing and just work on your relationships with the decision makers. That's the number one thing. And also, we can always, Volt. I don't know them. Okay. Well, I mean, look, you're getting auditions. So don't kick a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, I think that's great. I think the two things I would work on is my relationships with the decision makers. And yes, sometimes you're, I
would say brand. And then also maybe like, I think you know what you're going out for, but I think maybe knowing your brand. So when you build these relationships, you know exactly how to steer them, I think is important. I don't think you obviously have, like you already know who you could build a relationship with. You don't have to search for people. Yeah. So I think that's great. Even the cast members from Stranger Things, even they're not doing anymore. I mean, like just building the relationships, you never know what's coming in or who they're working with. Yeah. So Audrey Ingram, Smith Young are great. Christopher said,
Yeah, they're gonna Smith Young are our guests at the Pitch Fest.
The Christopher said I need to focus more on commercials.
Okay.
Commercials make you.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are the boss of your own company, not your agent.
Mm-hmm.
The only job your agent has is to sell you to your customers. And that means you are also selling yourself to your customers, not just them, but they are not your marketing department. They're not your therapist. They are not your parent. And they might give you a thing, but like, thank you, right? Like,
Pitch Fest. So
Pitch
we have
Fest.
So you're here now. You should see over here, right over here. There's a summer Pitch Fest QR code. It's very simple, Stephen. If you go back to the profile on TikTok, you can click it, or you could scan the QR.
You can scan the QR code.
We're also going to put it in the chat.
Here's the link. Right.
Yeah.
We are pitching to agents and managers from all over the world on the 26th.
Audrey, if you don't have a representation at this time, who told you to focus on commercials?
Who told you to focus on commercials?
Who's Christopher? I don't know who Christopher.
I don't know who Christopher is. Maybe he was an agent at Smith Young that she met at a workshop or something. That told her.
If they're not repping you and they're not selling you, go for everything.
But I'll tell you, Audrey, when I got into commercials very early, because I had a commercial look. And I've been with my commercial agents for 30 years, 30 plus years. And, and it's been very good to me. Commercials have been very good to me. And so like, when I was, Chris from Smith Young, he and I had a phone call last year. Great. Yeah. I mean, like, that's great. That's his opinion. But again, yeah.
Nikhil says, my agency Moon is closing down on the 1st of July. I've signed up for the Booked and Busy challenge. Will this help me find a new agency? Yes. And Nikhil, I would definitely sign up for Pitch Fest because it's $47. And if you don't get it here, it's going to be $97.
Yeah.
So, but if you did the Booked and Busy, I would also sign up for the challenge. Even if, the Booked and Busy challenge, sign up for the Pitch challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can't make the Pitch Fest, which is Sunday, July 26th, then that I understand, right? If you can't do that, but if you can, we can send those to, no, you can't send them to producers and directors, not the pitch one.
The Pitch Fest is specifically pitching to representation.
That's different than pitching to your customers.
So, Stephen, when you pitch like the casting directors and the producers and stuff, it's a different type of, that's a more brand focused pitch. The representation is a more sales money focused pitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we
Nikhil,
go through
like,
that.
absolutely. Like, Nikhil, I'm going to help you build your pitch in that week. And then you can make a list of agents and you can send that pitch out and we'll teach you how to embed it in your email and the whole 9 yards, right? We'll talk about that. But if you want to use that pitch to actually pitch live to agents, then buy the pitch ticket, right? Because it's $47 today. And you
Nikhil, where are you located? Because I just want you to know, like, you're also, if you sign up for Pitch Fest, you do get the contact information of everyone that's going to be there. It's 12 agents from around the world. So what's great for you is that, like, if you're doing the 5-day challenge leading up to the event, if you're coming to the event and then you're pitching, you're also going to get the contact information so you can follow up. Yeah, we have UK agents that are going to be there.
Oh yeah, we have Emily Blunt's agency. And we have Harder Allen. We have Union Management. We have some really good people from England that are going to be that's like actually one of my favorite rooms is that room. The international room is a great room.
The international room.
I love the international room. It's really good. And just a little bit about the difference between a customer pitch and a agent pitch. Customers are involved in storytelling. So you as an actor have to tell the customer how you fit into the stories they're telling. As opposed to an agent is about money. So you have to pitch an agent what you have that equals money. So what do you have that equals money? What money have you already made in the business? Who do you know? What have you auditioned for? What have you booked? What special skills do you have? Those are things.
And your brand.
And your brand. Those are things that are within your pitch for an agent. Customers are like, why I'm right for the projects you cast. or you direct, or you produce, or you write. And, you know, a lot of actors will say, well, you know, when I tell them you should be reaching out 17 to 25 times, they're like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything going on. Talk about the person you're pitching to.
Why you want to work with them.
Why you want to work with them, what you're impressed with them by, what movie they were in, or they produced, or they directed that blew, you know, like when you come from a place of passion and what something meant to you, people will listen.
Yeah, guys, my little story I like to talk about is I was pitching myself for the Harry Potter franchise for like since like COVID. And for me, I was really building relationships. I had pitched myself to the executive producer of the franchise, and I said like who I would be in that world. I was very platinum. I said I'm a Malfoy exterior, but a Granger at heart. And I pitched myself because that was very much who I was. And they liked it so much. And I mentioned how important it was for me to be a part of the project, what it meant to me, why I want it, like how much I love it, and what it's done for me. And the executive producer liked it so much. It was J.K. Rowling's book agent. He sent it to David Heyman from Heyday Films, who was the other producer. Who knows?
He produced a little film like Barbie.
Yep. Yeah. Just Barbie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Just a little stuff.
And they both forwarded my information to the casting director because I gave a personal pitch. I prefer personal pitches. I don't do the blanket pitches. So I'm a little more particular. I'm like Kat in that way we mentioned earlier. I think it's great to have a specific goal. Like Valerie's just talking about Landman and her pitch for Landman. She found a way to personally put herself in there so they could see it. So the more that you see it, they'll see it.
Yeah.
And also it shows like, I know I'm meant to be here because this is who I am there. And I think that really helps me make a decision.
And I've had a lot of people book stuff. I don't, you know, like, I just want you to know, like I had someone pitch herself for a lead in a series and she got it.
Yep.
Right. And they, right. And if you guys don't know Ed Norton's story, Ed Norton was a nobody. Like he didn't have he had a few credits. Like we were the same in New York, right? He had a few credits and stuff, but he read smart guy. He read that they had auditioned every young man in Hollywood for this role and they couldn't find someone. He's like, I can do that. So he pitched them. And when they came to New York, they saw him. And that afternoon, he was on a plane to go screen test with Richard Gere. And Richard Gere, I heard Richard Gere tell the story the other day. And Richard Gere said, we actually tested him twice because he was so amazing. We were like, oh, this has got to be a fluke. We don't know this guy. Yeah. Right. We don't know this guy. How can he be this good? Well, he was. Right. And he did that by writing a letter, y'all. Yep. Right. Writing a letter and saying, hey, I can do this. I heard you're having, and smart, y'all. Because like he also, while he was doing Primal Fear, he got cast in the movie with Woody Allen, which he got nominated for an Oscar for. And when he went to meet Woody Allen, I know because I've auditioned for Woody Allen, it's weird. But like when he went to audition for Woody Allen, he knew everything about Woody Allen. He walked into the room with knowledge. Do not be a dumb actor. Learn your stuff. If you don't know what's literally happening in the industry or where you want to be, or you haven't gone, do not pitch a casting director that you've never seen anything they cast.
Yep.
Do not pitch a director that you've never seen anything they directed. The more you see and the more you know, the faster it will go. We have to give away a prize.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we have one more 1 hour to get, and we're going to give it to Demetra.
Yes, Demetra.
Demetra, congratulations!
Congratulations, Demetra, our Grease lady. Yes, congratulations. And this is going to be so exciting for you, especially because Valorie knows what to do with international clients, let me tell you. So you're going to be all set. So congratulations, Demetra. And guys, just remember, you have 2 minutes. We're going to end in about a minute and a half. So if you want to get your tickets, the Pitch Fest tickets are still available in Valerie's profile on both TikTok and the Gram. And if you want to make sure you sign up, the 5-day challenge is free. You can also sign up. It's also in the bio. But this has been so much fun, everybody. And I'm so happy for Demetra and Austin and everyone that's now joining us for Pitch Fest, which is great. So let's get everyone represented. I think we're going to beat last year's record.
Yeah, let's get 25 people signed, 30 people signed this year.
Do it.
Let's do it. And if someone gets called in by Emily Blunt's, I'm going to follow. I mean, I have some of my big actors from London that have major credits that I call them. I'm like, Emily Blunt's agent's coming. You need to come and pitch yourself.
Yes.
And these people are like, you know, series leads.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they're looking for, you know, they have a manager. One of my girls has a manager, but she's looking for a great agent. I'm like, girl, you need to come right now and do it, you know, because she's a beautiful, amazing, awesome actress. And so she's right for him. So if someone gets signed, I'm going to be so excited.
So we're putting those vibes out there. Oh my God. All right.
We love you guys so much. We so appreciate you being here with us today. I am not going to be here the next couple of times because I am busy with the Pitch Fest. Jordan is going to be leading. She's going to have some special guests.
Yes, I am.
Right. We're going to have some of the people that, you know, we have Tosh is going to join us. He's been,
he pitched himself.
He's a recurring on Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
He's been an All-American, Grownish, right? Like he has a lot of credits. Again, he pitched himself, really pitched himself big time. And he's pitched himself for stuff like he pitched hard for Green Lantern and didn't even get an audition. So, you know, everything, like you don't get everything you try. Obviously, you don't get everything you audition for, right? In fact, you don't get most. You know, 7 out of 10 times you're going to get a no when you're the very best, right? You're going to get a lot of no's before you get the yes. But once the first yes comes, then it picks up after that. And that's what happened for me. You know, when I went to LA, I didn't go to LA till I was 41. And so, yeah.
Yeah, guys. And honestly, I look forward to seeing how everyone books and learns and joining our Actors Fast Track community. And guys, I'll see you next time. So make sure you're following us and everything. And bye, guys. See you soon.
See you guys. Love y'all. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.